I don't disagree, but on the same token, I also know where my bounds are.
Well, there you see Anthony Bennett returning to action here in the MFPW, another factory OG. Looking to add more accolades to that ever-evolving win streak that he's had here in the past as he faces Daniel Alexander. And, you know, I got to stop Burgundy. You know your boundaries, right? You know where you got to stand and be a professional. I get it. But what's going to happen when it happens to you? What are you going to say when he attacks you with the chair or shakehands you for speaking your mind? I thought that's what Danny loved about this place, about himself, about us. To speak your mind and stand behind things that were unjust. That's been his whole MO. If you follow him on social media, he's always fighting the good fight. He's speaking his mind. I guess he did that here tonight, and he told us exactly how he feels. So while we see Daniel Alexander in the ring, getting ready to go one-on-one, and what's going to be a sick-ass matchup, I'm sure it's going to be awesome, I just had to get that off my chest in order to pursue what I love to do with you here in the commentator's table.
Well, I do have a man. All that happens here, and now everything's breaking.
Yeah,
even the middleweight medallion.
Yeah, everything's falling apart.
But while I do have a response to that, I don't want to do a disservice to the competitors in the ring.
Yeah,
so we're going to go back up to there.
We'll keep it till after the show, Burgundy. You and I can get together. We can do some kind of post-show wrap-up at some point in time and discuss what just went down here tonight. Danny Cage has left the building, but let's get our eye back on the prize, and that's the middleweight medallion action in the center of the ring. See, I can keep it professional.
I had no doubts. But I'd be remiss if I didn't say that tensions were high pretty well across the building here, across the arena. But we do have the middleweight medallion on the line here. Daniel Alexander, the reigning holder of the middleweight medallion. Although Marvelous, who is not here tonight, certainly has something to say in dispute of that, seeing as he has not been pinned and not submitted to lose the title. It had only changed hands via that ladder match that we had seen a few events ago.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how Alexander pairs up against Bennett in this one-on-one matchup. You made mention of Marvelous's absence. Will that play into the benefit of Alexander now that he doesn't have to think about the rivalry that he's had with him? Maybe he can just focus on his opponent in the ring and get the job done here tonight. But I'll tell you what, Bennett is as experienced as they get. Highly decorated athlete. Oh, cut him off at the pass.
Oh, both of them so quick, so agile that they have kind of an idea of what to anticipate from the other.
And it looks like as of right now, both men are just trying to size one another up. And I'll tell you what, Bernie, at this point in time, here in a middleweight medallion matchup, we usually hear this crowd on their feet, and there is almost a complete silence and hush amongst this crowd. And I think they're still trying to figure out and gain their own composure as to what we heard and witnessed just a few moments ago before intermission. Everyone taking off their game plan and off their feet by the actions and words of Danny Cage. Impressive athleticism by Daniel Alexander. And again, both these men just sizing each other up. And it's that athleticism and high-flying acrobatic style that is going to get this Paulsboro crowd electrified and on their feet and bring life back into this historic building.
Well, one thing to note as again, things kind of being thrown off here. You see the tape around the hands of Anthony Bennett. I had a chance to talk with him earlier this evening. He actually had just come over here for his match from a deadlifting tournament. And while he was the victor of it, you can imagine that just from the nature of that type of weightlifting competition, that there certainly is some soreness in his hands, and it's hard to see how that may come into play in this match.
Yeah, I mean, you're fighting for the middleweight medallion. Like, you would think that, yeah, while you want to prepare and you want to do weight training and everything, going into a weightlifting competition the same night as your championship matchup might not be the best way to get it started in the ring, but right now we're seeing the effects as Daniel Alexander in control, huge body splash, goes for the cover, hooks the leg. Bennett able to kick out.
Well, one thing that Bennett has taken considerably seriously over the course of the last few years, along with his wrestling, has also been his powerlifting and weightlifting competitions. And to a degree, bodybuilding as well. I mean, he's extremely well put together as he's got the cover here, hook of the leg too, and almost a new champion.
And wouldn't that have been something? And you got to wonder, is Marvelous watching this matchup, wherever he is right now, thinking to himself, if Alexander loses that medal, will Marvelous even still be in contention after that? Is there still a future rivalry between these two? Or will he just have his eyes set on Bennett?
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, Marvelous is definitely a unique character. I mean, we saw that he lost a little bit of his light that he refers to in that last match. High cross body off the top.
Wait a minute, Bernie. We got a cover.
2 and...
No! Alexander able to kick out. Yeah, we talk about Marvelous's light being dimmed and going to darker days, but I'll tell you right now, Bennett, looking in the prime of his career, driving those forearms right into Daniel Alexander.
I thought you were going to say for a second that you can relate because you've been to darker days in the last few moments here.
So don't get me started, Bernie.
All right, I'll...
You know, I'm on a roll now. Let's keep it flowing, all right? Ducks the clothesline. Right. Daniel Alexander now. Head scissors goes.
Nice head scissor takeover. Wow, what a spinning heel kick.
Makes its mark. Drives the knee into the back of the spine. Reversal by Bennett.
Just that little split second.
Eye for an eye, neck for neck, spear! Bennett drives the shoulder right into the midsection of Alexander. Could that be all? Do we have a new middleweight medallion champion? No!
Got it. We're like Charlie Rich. We're rolling with the flow.
I'll tell you what, Burgundy, this is why I'm still sitting here. It's because I love what I do. I love what I see here, and I love calling the action with you live. That's the only reason I'm still keeping my composure and hanging with you right now as Bennett tries to finish off Daniel Alexander once and for all. Wheelbarrow. Bennett now taking his time to readjust and recalibrate.
Wait a minute. Crucifix. Nope. Knocked away.
Oh!
Wow.
Talk about a fight, Burgundy.
Now a couple of clotheslines here from Alexander, and this has just been back and forth, and everything that we anticipated from two just unique individuals. There's the sling blade from Alexander.
Is that going to do it? Alexander with the cover two.
No.
Well, I'll tell you what, Alexander has been on a roll as of late, and it is that momentum that he needs to keep here tonight to put away the veteran known as Anthony Bennett. Alexander now, wait a minute, Bennett able to fight out, drives the knee into the face. Oh! Takes the leg out of Alexander. Whoa, Burgundy!
Now looking for the crucifix bomb. There it is.
There he is. Does he have it all? Does he have enough to make the cover? He does. We got a new... No! Alexander able to make his way to the rope. Great sense of ring awareness by the MFPW middleweight medallion recipient in this back and forth middleweight medallion matchup. Oh!
And almost a 3.
Alexander able to kick out again, still showing signs of life, still has kind of a leg up in this matchup. He is not out yet. Do not count out Alexander. Bennett perhaps wondering what he needs to do to capture that middleweight medallion. Throwing off that tape that you talked about earlier on the hands. Oh! Alexander with that cutter, but I don't know if he got all of it. Turns Bennett inside out. And now
that taste of greatness, that whiplash, and now going up to the top.
Alexander, the high right district.
Looking for the 267.
Nails it. 2,
3.
And there's Daniel Alexander bringing this Paulsboro crowd back to life. There's hope after all here in the MFPW. And that hope resides in the electrifying magnetism that is Daniel Alexander. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, heathens of all ages, and my fro bro, Ferran Burgundy, we got ourselves the most, dare I say, bizarre matchup ahead of us.